Father in heaven, bless us as we gather today for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so that we will work for the good of our community. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in the face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. Thy will be done. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hancock County Commission will come to order this Friday, May 19, 2017 at 2:30 p.m. I'll ask the clerk to take a silent roll call.
Mr. President, there's 2 commissioners present today.
Okay. Let the record reflect that Commissioner Barnaby isn't here today due to an illness. We'll elaborate on that a little later. Moving on, approval of the minutes for the May 4th, 2017 meeting.
Move to approve the minutes.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under new business, consideration of a possible declaratory action regarding the Hancock County Sheltered Workshop levy. This time I'll ask Mr. Lucas to speak on that, please.
Yes, what that involves, Commissioners, is that the Hancock County Shelter Workshop levy, which was successfully passed for funding of the shelter and for the amounts of annual amount of $250,000 a year for 4 fiscal years starting this July 1st, 2017. The amounts on the levy were correct when submitted to the West Virginia State Tax Department and the Auditor's Office for formal approval. They noticed a discrepancy in the calculations based upon the rates supplied. They cannot independently correct those, and the Commission in and of itself cannot either. So there are no administrative remedies. So the one option that we have, and the Auditor's Office has no objection to this, is simply to file the declaratory judgment action to have the judge declare it valid, correct the amounts as we supply them, so that the $250,000 level can be reached each year. There is no objection to that. They've advised us of this. It's simply a matter of correcting a clerical error moving forward with it. But it does need your approval.
I'll accept the motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of internal budget revision for fiscal year 2016 and 17. Karen?
Yes, sir. Some of the elected officials just needed to move money within their budgets to cover some expenses.
Very good.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of a letter to the Tomlinson PSD accepting and proposing recommendations of the August 2016 Water and Wastewater Plan.
Move to approve.
Discussion? I'd like to elaborate on it briefly. Back in the fall of 2016, we hired Goshen Engineering to review a better way of supplying water to the Route 2 area. And there were several options out there. Goshen Engineering has reported back to the Commission their recommendation, and we're just acknowledging that and passing on the information to Tomlinson PSD. The motion before us to approve. No further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of release of trust deed for the following individuals as a 5-year lien has elapsed. Douglas M. Freeman.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Dog Warden, approval of the April 2017 monthly report.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval exoneration orders, there were none. Approval of general county bills.
General county bills were $73,932.86. P-card payment was $50,075.04.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of animal shelter levy fund bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay.
Move to approve.
No discussions, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Approval of library levy fund bills and requisitions.
All 3 libraries submitted it, and they're okay to pay.
Move to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Approval of sheltered workshop levy fund bills and requisitions.
1 requisition that was okay to pay.
Move to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. We have with us today a couple folks from the Extension Office, and if you'd like, we'd like for you to come up to the mic and introduce yourselves and give us an update on what you may be doing for the summer.
Hi, yeah, we are Carol Shearbaum's interns at the WVU Extension Office. My name is Daniel Mayfield.
I'm Jessica Davis. Carol is at an Engineering Express meeting today.
And so for the summer, our Energy Express runs from June 19th through July 28th. Our 4-H County Camp runs from July 18th through July 22nd. And our Cloverbud Day Camp runs from August 7th through August 11th. And if anybody has any questions about those, they can call the Extension Office at 304-564-3805. And one more thing we have going on is we are raising money for a building at Camp Aura. And so if you would like to make a donation for that, you can also call 304-564-3805. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming today. Appreciate it. Mr. Lucas, anything to come before the commission today?
Nothing. I think I've said enough, so I think we're good. Other than I would just wish Joe get well soon, and best of wishes to him.
Thank you, Mike. Karen,
No, sir, just the same sentiment to Joe.
thank you. Mr. Vitus,
Just the same sentiment to Joe, and one other thing, we have looked into the permits at the Weirton Steel site. The company is fully permitted, and the EPA is there daily checking their work, so I will get in touch with Mr. Thomas from our last meeting and let him know that.
thank you. Thank you. Are you here representing the health department today, Donna?
I am.
Anything for us today?
Yes. Coming up in June 15th at the Weirton Senior Center and June 27th at the Senior Center out on Gas Valley Road, the health department is going to be sponsoring a seminar, home preparedness. What to do if you're stuck in your home with no electricity, fallen trees that we've seen here recently, a seminar for that. Everyone who attends will get one of these nice little kits to take into your car, but we will also start a box for you or a tote of what you need to put in for a 72-hour stay-in kind of preparedness. They start at 10 o'clock and they are free.
Thank you, Donna. Jeremy, Emergency Services?
I don't have anything today, but it's the same as everybody else, which was very well.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Wright?
No, everything like a fine-tuned machine it is down there. And I also want to express my wishes for Commissioner Barney's recovery. It's going to be a long road to go. I know that experience I've had with people in my family, and hopefully he can calm himself down and not run around like a crazy man and get this taken care of. So, Joe, that's going to be a little hard. So, but we're wishing him well.
Thank you. Thank you. Jeannie, you're filling in for Mr. Foley today. Anything from the clerk's office?
Not at this time.
Okay. Election office?
Not at this time. Thank you.
Okay. Commissioner Cowie?
I'd like to wish Joe the best as far as on his recovery and his family. The prayers lifted up to them. Also want to make aware that there is a rabies clinic that's going to be this Saturday, May the 20th, from 9 till 11. That's going to be at the animal shelter. And that's at $9. That's for $9 for that. And that's all I have for the good work.
Thank you. I as well, we'd like to wish Joe Barnaby and his family a speedy recovery. We're certainly sad that's what's happened. He's had an illness, and we think that there's going to be a bright future for Joe ahead. And we certainly do miss him, but we appreciate here at the commission office the many calls that we've got asking about Joe. And again, we miss him and hope that he recovers very quickly. I'd like to mention another event tomorrow at the Stover Park in New Manchester, which is located across from the New Manchester School. There's going to be a community cleanup, and it's going to occur from 10:30 to 2:30. All citizens, volunteers are welcome. If you're able to make it, we'd like for you to bring gloves, pruning shears, weeding equipment, anything that you may think would be viable in the cleanup. But come dressed to work in tall weeds. We would suggest that you have maybe boots or hard-toe shoes and long pants. But, we have Mallory Markowitz, who is spearheading this cleanup, and we're going to try to revitalize New Manchester Park in such a way that she can look at producing some vegetables and some flowers and that sort of thing. So we appreciate her efforts on that. Just a couple comments for the future. Our meetings in June, we're back to our normal schedule. Will be the first and fourth Thursday of that month. There's I believe a vacation or something scheduled, but it's going to be on June 1st and June 22nd. Both meetings will be at 2:30 p.m. here at the courthouse. And on June 20th, which is a Tuesday, that's West Virginia Day, courthouse will be closed that day. In saying that, if we have no further business, I'll accept the motion that we adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
We are adjourned. Thank you.